Hello everybody, Ulancey Peterson here. Today it is Saturday, June 1st, 2019. It is now 11:14 in the morning and I am currently parked in Hollywood at the Maven gig recharge station located at the corner of Hollywood Boulevard and Western Avenue. Facility is open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, free parking. Recharge your car here if you are a Maven gig driver. Most of the Maven gig guys already know about this. Okay, I made a video and it was 50 minutes long. I'm like, you know what? I need to find a way to chop that down a little bit. And so I'm restarting the video. I said, let me finish that video and then let me go on ahead and knock out another video to fill in the gaps. So this is going to be the easy peasy, quick and easy video here. I hope you like it. I'm going to be talking fast, but I'm answering your questions about the car. This car is through Maven Gig. Okay, I got the car on Wednesday, May 22nd, 2019 in downtown Los Angeles. The base price for the car, for the rental, for the lease, because it's technically in California, it's a lease, is $265 a week. With taxes and fees, I paid $291 a week for this car. Now, beginning June 6th, the rate increases to $325 a week. I am anticipating that with taxes and fees, I will be paying $356 a week for this car. So from henceforth, let's just say I'm paying $356 a week for the car with taxes and fees. Okay. For $356 a week, I get unlimited use of the car, unlimited miles, full warranty, all maintenance, unlimited charging. Charging is included with the rate for the car. Now, the reason why that's a big deal is because with my Jeep, I was spending $350 a week just for the gas. So when you look at the fact that, okay, the car payment, the insurance, the maintenance, and everything is included, and the fuel, in this case electricity, is included, I'm saving $1,400 a month with this car. It's a big deal. It really is. I can drive this car with GM Maven. I can drive this car anywhere in the continental United States. If I want to drive this car to New York, I can do that. I can use this car in any way I see fit, personal or commercial, because this car does come with commercial insurance that is personalized with my information on it. So I'm on Uber, Lyft, Postmates, DoorDash, Hop Skip Drive with this car. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna go straight to your questions because I answered a whole lot of other stuff with the car, but I wanted to get the questions out of the way. Let's see. For me, this is an ideal vehicle. It truly does work. I try to drive from 9 a.m. to 12 midnight, 6 days a week. I take Tuesdays off because that's the slowest day of the week. However, things have been a little different. However, in reality, I drive from noon until 2 a.m., sometimes noon to 4 a.m. Let me see. So I recharge twice a day, once in the morning at a full 100% charge, and then again in the afternoon for an 85% charge. I do about 250 miles a day whenever I do drive. 125 of those miles are revenue miles. Okay. A charge from 5% to 85% takes exactly 45 minutes. I've done it enough times to know it is precisely 45 minutes, and it goes up to 85%. It's impressive. However, a charge from 5% to 100% fully charged battery, it takes 2 hours. So I'll be able to output more videos because as I'm charging the car, I'll be making videos. Right now, the car is fully charged. I don't need to make the videos. I don't need to charge it because it's already fully charged. My real world range with the car, the EPA has estimated the rating of this car to be 238 miles. However, my real world experience with this car is 145 to 175 miles. The more city driving I do, the higher the range will be. The more highway driving I do, the lower the range will be. but it's fairly consistent. I usually start looking at the energy when I hit about 130 miles on the car, and that's when I'm ready to either recharge or keep it pushing. Passenger room is excellent in this car for the size and for what you get. The one thing I like about the vehicle is I don't have to move my seat. In my entire time having this car, I've only had to move this driver's seat 3 times. In the Jeep, I had to move it every single trip. And of course, at the BMW, I never had to move it. But still, to say, okay, I've done about 120 trips in the car now, and I've only had to move the seat up 3 times, yeah, it's doing good. Customers don't complain about it. The front seat is very comfortable for me. It's not as narrow as I thought it would be. The performance of the car is great. This car is fast. The torque is instant and continuous. It is interesting. You press an accelerator, and this car is truly the Energizer Bunny. It just goes and goes and goes. It does not want to stop. With luggage, you have to be creative when putting things in the trunk. You don't put things across or depth. You have to pack it in. You have to stack your luggage in this car because it does have a big opening in the rear. Let me see. The brakes could be nicer on the car, but still the brakes are good. They just could be nicer. I'm used to BMW brakes, so hey, I'm going to criticize them. Let me see. The ride is smooth, but it can be choppy. This is a subcompact. It's classified as a subcompact, small wheelbase, and the suspension is not, a double wishbone or a multi-link suspension for a more compliant ride. So, that's that. Like the Tesla Model 3 has a wonderful ride. The steering is great. I love it. It's all electric. It does the job. It's real cool. This car is a hustler. I mean, it turns in, my name for this car is Juicy. Hey, Juicy, it moves, it does it. I love it. Juicy, the name, I love the name, Juicy. I have 2 USB ports, 2 up front for the media that connects into the Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto. I don't like Android Auto, but it's really nice to be able to show the customers on Apple CarPlay where they're going, the distance, the time, the route. When I use the navigation for either for Lyft or Uber, and I choose Google as the navigation method, it works. In the rear, I have 2 power ports. The great thing about it is the customers can plug in their phone and their music is not piping through the sound system, so I like that. Let's see. Adaptive cruise control is not offered. That's a disappointment. Power driver's seat is not offered. Big disappointment. Most drivers do not know this car is electric. They have to ask me. They think it's a fancy hybrid, but it's actually fully electric. The customers do love the rear camera mirror. I'm not peering at passengers because I'm looking in the mirror to make sure I don't get rear-ended, because a lot of times I was able to avoid rear-end collisions just by looking at what the driver does, and then I move my car out the way so they do their thing. I've avoided 3 rear-end collisions because of that. This is so the rear camera is cool. I've gotten used to it. I love it. And also the passengers aren't looking at me like crazy people all the time. The mirrors on the outside of the car do stick out a bit wider than I rather they would. I wish they were a little closer to the body of the car, but hey, it's all right. I love the fact that, like, right now the car is parked, it's on, I'm running the air conditioning, I'm comfortable, and I'm not putting out any emissions to do that. I'm in a parking garage and I'm not contributing to any noise. I like that. My feelings about the styling goes from okay to I like it. I mean, look, it's a conservative car designed to appeal to the broadest range of people. So if you want sexy, get a Tesla, because I love the way the Tesla looks. Let's see. The accelerator pedal is too small. A few times my foot has actually slipped off the accelerator pedal when accelerating from a stop, because my foot apparently wasn't big enough to reach the accelerator, and I already got a size 13 shoe, and for whatever reason my foot's not big enough. Okay, let me see. The lower console area is big and roomy for my bag. I carry this bag around. This is my bag that carries all my phones, the money, the ID cards, all the stuff. And it's nice and roomy to put for my items down there. The headlights are excellent. They give you LED headlights. Low beam, high beam works perfectly, really good. Let me see. The main touchscreen is nice, large, roomy, comfortable, responsive. It does the job. It's awesome. I love it. It's fast. I don't like the font. It's too I don't know, it's too feminine. I don't like it. It's too thin and too like that Euphoria font or so like that. I don't like it. I like bold, good looking font. But hey, it's it's attractive. It does the job and it shows the information well. Not as clear not as well organized as Tesla, but it does a good job. I'm happy with it. Let's see. Let's see. I will keep this car for as long as Maven will allow me to keep it. It's a 35-day lease. You go in, you return the car every 35 days. They inspect it and look at it. But at 45,000 miles, the car will be replaced out with another car, and I'll have another new car. Okay, so let's see. Let me see how long you're able to Uber each day. From 9 a.m. to 12 midnight. That is my plan. 6 days a week. However, I base everything around making $175 a day, 5 days a week. As long as I'm able to do that financially, I'm good to go. Do you have to charge more than twice a day? Yes, I charge 100% in the morning, for 85% later in the afternoon. I drive 220 miles a day. 125 of those miles is with a passenger in the car. Is it a lot less expensive than gas? Right now, gas is running $4 a gallon. My average tank was $48 a tank to fill up every day. With this car, I don't have to pay for the charging because it's included with the deal I have with Maven. However, the charge rates are 27 cents a minute for high-speed charging and 3 cents a minute for standard low-speed charging, which is 6.6 kilowatts. High-speed is 50 kilowatts. At 27 cents for 120 minutes, I'm spending $32.40 to fill it up. But again, Maven pays for all charging. When I come to the Maven specific location, you just plug it in and do it. But as long as I go to EV Go, that's the key. General Motors has a deal. Maven has a deal with EV Go. You use the charge and it's handled. Let me see. Is Bolt from one of the rideshare companies? No, I get it through GM Maven, so I'm able to use it with any company. That means I participate in Instant Pay, Express Pay. I get paid instantly. I don't have to wait a week. I don't have to make so much money and then do it like that. This is beautiful because it's like I own the car. The whole experience is like I own the car. Let's see. Let me see. I think is a fully electrical car practical for you? It is practical. I love it. It's great. I don't think I'll ever go back to a gas-powered vehicle unless I absolutely have to. As far as a premium electric car is concerned, right now what I would like to have would be a Tesla Model S, Model X, or the Audi e-tron. I love that e-tron. Oh my God, that is a hot car. I love the e-tron. It's great. Let me see. Do customers appreciate being driven in an electric car? They don't make any specific comments about it other than it's cool, this is great, it's fast. One guy, his name was Rocco, he's on that show, Vanderpump Rules, I think, and I had to get him to the restaurant, and he said, okay, I need you to get me there as quickly as possible, and I was able to punch it a few times really fast on Wilshire, and he liked that. Let's see. How is the charging port situation? It's actually pretty cool. Sometimes looking for a charging station is like trying to find the corner fruit stand, corner fruit stands. You see one, you make an illegal U-turn to go and get your you go and get your fruit fix. And sometimes it feels like that. But I use 3 apps to find charging stations: EVgo, ChargePoint, and PlugShare. Usually between 5 and 15 miles, there is a high-speed charging location for me to charge. If not, I could just use a basic one to put a few miles in the car and then get to the next closest charging station. But I have yet to run out of fuel. I have came close a couple of times, but it worked out all right. I actually did a video where I was down to 22 miles of range and the nearest charging station was 16 miles away. And I drove it like a madman to get there, and I made it up the hill and into the charging station. So I will post that video. It's pretty cool. Do you have a port at home, or do you go station to station? I go station to station. Charging at home is incredibly slow, and besides, right now my parking situation is not a parking situation, so I go charging station to station. Let's see, how does the charging experience work out? It actually works out pretty good. It will work ideal for me because while I'm charging the car, I can make these nice, beautiful videos for you. Get back into the spirit of things. And finally, I thought you were going to get a Model 3. Well, you know what? I am going to get a Model 3. However, you got to take baby steps. You can't just go from a gasoline-powered car and jump immediately into a Tesla. You got to take baby steps. But you know what? I'm going to tell you this. I like this Bolt so much that if I never get a Tesla Model 3, I'm actually totally cool. It's all right. I suffered a great loss when I was in Palm Springs. I will make a separate video about that. And my perspective on a whole lot of things has changed. My desire, my need to have certain things has basically evaporated. I mean, I still like nice things, but the drive to do it now has been diminished in a great way. So we'll see. If I get a Tesla, great. If not, believe me, it ain't the end of the world. I'm happy with this Bolt. It's doing the job. The car is incredibly fun to drive. Instant torque, no squeaks, no rattles. Very few minor things I don't like about the car. It's not a deal breaker, but you know, if I had 40 grand to spend right now on a car, it would be difficult to choose between the Tesla Model S and the Chevy Bolt. It really would be. For one, the Tesla still costs more money unless I got a totally stripped model, and the one that I want from Tesla, my Model 3 would be either pearl white or black, because they don't offer silver. Shame on you, Tesla. No silver. Shame, shame, shame. Pearl white or black, a long range with the 19-inch wheels. And I would pay separately for full self-driving at a later date. You know, I looked at it. I like the pricing strategy of Tesla. Everything that you want in the car basically is included. But there is one thing about this Bolt that I love, and that is the rear view camera mirror. It's great because when a customer gets into the car and they sit behind you, chances are they're doing it because they don't want to be looked at while they're being driven down to their destination. By putting that mirror on, not only can I not see the customer, but they can't see me either. I like it. It's really cool. I'm looking in the rearview mirror to avoid getting rear-ended. I'm not trying to check out people, but customers think that they're being checked out, and so some, especially the ladies, and so to avoid that uncomfortable situation, they'll sit behind the driver. Now, if they have, unholy intent towards you, that's a different scenario. But and I hope nothing like that happens to me, but it's a very real threat out there. That said, the rearview mirror, I like the rearview mirror because it actually increases the comfort level of the passengers in back and makes it an easier experience. This mirror is a very, very big deal. But I would tell you, you know what? I'll say this. If I had 40 grand, honestly, quite frankly, I'd get a Tesla Model 3. It's a better deal all around. I can put the car on Uber Select, Lyft Lux Black, and it's the overall driving experience. It has more range. That car is more attuned to my personality if I have 40 grand. But this is a great car. I love the Chevy Bolt, and if I had only $30,000 to spend, then I'll say, okay, fine, I'll get the Bolt, and I'll be very happy with this vehicle. So in a way, I have my cake and I eat it too with this car, and I'm making money with it. And I was able to reduce my daily goal from $250 a day to $175 a day. I do $175 a day with this car. My financial issues are taken care of, and that's working only 5 days a week. I actually plan on working 6 days a week, $175. Now today I expect to make more than 175 because it is Saturday and I will be starting at noon. And I'll be driving basically until 4 o'clock in the morning. I hope this is a great day for me today. I really do. All right, that's the update on the Bolt. Where I am as far as getting back into the groove with rideshare. I will respond to your questions to this video on another video, and also the real review of this car is coming. I am working on the car review thing. This is what's holding up the car review situation. Number one, I want to start a whole new channel for the car reviews. I don't have a cool channel name. When I get a cool name, bam, it's on. That's the first thing. I gotta have a good name. Secondly, I want a channel because I need that channel to be successful on its own. I do not want to, what's the word? I don't want to scavenge off of the merits of this channel with the number of subscribers to continue making money by renaming it and doing something else. No, I need to start a whole new channel separate to itself and let that channel stand on its own from 0 subscribers up to whatever. I need to do that. Third, all the elements that I need to make the channel work is essentially there. All I got to do now is I have to work on an outline on how I'm going to present each vehicle, because the problem is I just made a video and that video was 50 minutes long, and I've got to find a way to efficiently talk about the vehicles while consuming as little time as possible. And then finally just get in it and do it, put in the work and make it happen. Hey, if y'all got some great names for a rideshare channel, a rideshare review channel, let me know. Car review channel, there we go, let me know. Also, yeah, and that's basically it. And then what's going to happen is when the channel is launched, I'm not even going to tell y'all about it. You're going to find it on your own, and I'm going to let it grow like that. I'm going to pretend that Ride with Peterson doesn't exist, even though it does. And then when I get to about 1,000 subscribers, when that channel is monetized, then I'll make the notice on Ride with Peterson. Hey, this is the name of my new channel. I think you guys will like it very much. Check it out. All right, thank you so much. I think this is my longest recorded video ever. Usually my live streams are longer than this, but recorded video is a little different. So we'll see, but I had a lot to talk about. I will catch you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching me this far. I appreciate you. The video about what happened with the Jeep is coming up. I'll let you know all like that, and how I got from the disaster to where I am now getting in the vehicle. I make those, I got about 2 to 3 videos. It's going to take me to cover that story. All right, take care.